Bingo goes his name-o. I don't know what's wrong with me. Hey, this is Craig, and today we've got another video. I'm reading y'all's comments, and a lot of y'all want me to check out a little introduction video. You know, I've been watching a lot of BTS videos, but I need to be properly introduced to them. So today we're going to be watching This is BTS, Introduction to BTS Part 1 by X Celeste. You know, I don't really have much to say. I'm ready to check out and learn about these dudes. So let's get to it.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular?
Good
BTS
question.
is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans named ARMY will...
I just want to point out something. I'm not saying like, you know, their fan base is a bunch of 30-year-olds, but I'm just saying, what if they were measuring web traffic? What if they were just there to purchase the tickets for their like children or something like that, you know, or like a younger sibling? But that's pretty cool. You know, if they are a majority of like older people, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personality.
This is interesting right here. This is... I feel like, you know, they're called idols, right? They're called K-pop idols. Like, they're supposed to be put on a pedestal. That's how... I think that's how a lot of, I don't know, K-pop groups get their fan base, is because they're supposed to be idols. That's why they're called idols. You know, people look up to them. But I guess this just shows that what works better is if you're relatable rather than being, you know, higher up on a pedestal.
And talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve.
So it seems like they were trying to market themselves towards the youth, but like the statistics were saying, if they, you know, if they are correct and they're not, you know, statistics, there's always a way to mess with statistics and change it. But if those statistics are, you know, true to what they're trying to convey with them, they wound up reaching not the youth, but, you know, like the older people, which is interesting.
Achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013
Ooh,
with
pretty
7
old.
members.
7
RM,
years.
Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one
Those
member
microphones,
missing.
man.
They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
뭔가 내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한
They've been living
그런
together
것들
for like,
있잖아.
what, 7 years?
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요. 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요. 이거.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy.
Uh-oh.
Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not
look so
invited
young
to a
then.
lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety show.
I know a lot of groups do this now. Are they the ones that kind of started this? Or is Big Hit the one that really started this online platform of trying to push, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Are they the ones that kind of started giving this creating content on YouTube or creating content that are, you know, a little bit more personal for the fans and not just on TV?
And often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2
Jeez.
years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off
He looks so
such a scam.
shocked.
These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle
Tell me.
merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example,
They didn't have to do DJ Khaled like that.
a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or
They don't have to do her like that either.
ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are
Hold on, I want to see those records. Let's fastest group with the most #1 albums, with the most #1s on iTunes. First foreigner artist to top number 10 Raycon? Or #1 Oricon? I'm not sure what that is. Celine Dion, 1 million viewers. Why does Celine Dion have a record in Japan? What? That's cool. They broke a lot of records. It's really cool.
and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Sugar has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that.
Okay, here's the thing. As a man who likes rock, metal, yo, the Beatles are sacred, alright? BTS is BTS. BTS is awesome. They're not the Beatles though, but they are BTS. And BTS in itself is great. I agree with them. They're the BTS of the 21st century. People in the future will be calling future boy bands the BTS. But the Beatles, come on now. Y'all can't mess with the Beatles. The Beatles are the Beatles. They're Beatles.
We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st
And
century.
they're killing it.
The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted.
Yo, I want a cause sculpture so bad.
From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers.
Here's the thing.